Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Lion of God channel, your sacred space for clarity, healing, and deep truth on the twin flame journey. Now, tell me, have you been feeling a shift lately? Something you can't quite explain? Like your soul is whispering, "Get ready, something is coming." If that's you, then this video is exactly what you were meant to find. Because today, we're diving into something deeply powerful, a sacred test, a spiritual rite of passage that often appears right before the final twin flame reunion begins to unfold. But that's not all. We're also uncovering 7 unmistakable signs from your divine masculine that your union is not only coming, but already beginning to align in the unseen. So grab your tea, settle your heart, and let's tune in deeply, because this might just explain the chaos you've been moving through lately. The test before reunion. So let's begin here, because right before reunion, there's almost always a divine test. It's not a punishment, it's a preparation. It's the universe saying, "Are you really ready for the love you've been asking for?" And most twin flames, especially the divine feminine, feel this test as a storm. Suddenly, you feel confused, triggered, abandoned again. The runner pulls back just when you thought things were going to change. But here's the truth. This is the final clearing, the final invitation to trust, to no longer need proof, to walk in knowing, not in chasing. This is when your soul is being refined to receive something divine. And often, this test will show up just before the divine masculine begins shifting too. So if you're in that storm before the breakthrough, don't give up, because next, we're diving into 7 signs from your divine masculine that he is preparing for union, even if you don't see it on the surface. Sign 1. Emotional honesty begins to surface. Even if your divine masculine hasn't reached out with words, something is happening deep inside. It's as if the walls he built to protect his heart are slowly cracking, not because they're weak, but because your love is stronger. He's not just thinking of you, he's feeling you. And for the first time, he can't suppress it. His old logic, it's being overridden by something deeper, something he can't explain, but he can't escape. You might notice he becomes more emotionally raw in your dreams. You may feel sudden waves of sadness, longing, or tenderness, and it's not even yours. That's his heart calling out. That's his soul reaching beyond the physical. You may also get messages through music, songs that hit you out of nowhere, lyrics that seem to speak directly from him to you. That's not coincidence. It's emotional energy, finding a channel to reach you. Your divine masculine is beginning to feel the truth of the connection he once avoided. And that's the first sign that the reunion is closer than it seems. Sign 2. He starts cutting karmic ties. This one is powerful and sometimes painful to watch, even from a distance. Whether it's a relationship that no longer resonates, friendships that drain him, or even addictions and patterns that kept him numb, your divine masculine is beginning to let go. The cords that kept him bound to the 3D matrix, they're snapping. But here's the thing, this part of the journey is usually hidden. You might not see it on social media, he might look fine, but energetically, you'll feel the shift. You'll feel less interference. You'll feel more clarity. It will feel like something heavy just lifted. Because before union can happen, the soul must be free. Free from fear. Free from illusion. Free from anything that doesn't serve love. And your masculine, he's stepping out of old contracts and preparing for something far more sacred. This stage can be messy, but it's also the most courageous part of his transformation. And if you're feeling that quiet shift in the energy, it means he's breaking free. Sign 3. He mirrors your energy stronger than ever. Twin flame energy is like a mirror, but not just any mirror. It's a soul mirror, reflecting not just your beauty, but your wounds, your hopes, your pain, your joy. And as you rise in frequency, as you heal, as you awaken, he feels it. Sometimes, without even knowing why. Have you noticed moments where you're crying and suddenly you sense him? Or you're meditating and he shows up in your third eye, smiling or searching for you? That's the energetic mirror intensifying. In fact, when union is approaching, this mirror becomes undeniable. You may even experience physical symptoms at the same time. Sleepless nights, a racing heart, random bursts of euphoria. It's not just you. It's you both, merging energetically in higher realms. You're not imagining things. You're not obsessed. You're connected. And this mirroring is the soul's way of reminding you. Your union is real, and it's growing stronger. Sign 4. He begins seeking spiritual growth. The divine masculine's awakening is often quiet, subtle, and sacred. He may not suddenly announce, "I'm having a spiritual awakening," but he'll start acting differently. You'll feel him become more introspective. He may start questioning his reality, his purpose, his path. He may find himself drawn to books, to nature, to long walks alone. He might begin journaling or listening to people he used to mock. And here's the most beautiful part. He's remembering who he is. It's like a veil is lifting. He begins to crave truth, not just the truth of this connection, but the truth of why he's here. Maybe he starts talking about energy. Maybe he notices signs. Maybe he reaches out with something unexpectedly deep, like, have you ever felt like you knew someone before you met them? That's his higher self, merging with his conscious mind. And that kind of spiritual hunger, that's not random. It's his soul preparing for reunion. Sign 5. A sudden message or appearance. This one catches many twin flames off guard. Just when you've surrendered, when you've let go, boom, there he is. A message, a text, a DM, or even a real-life appearance. Sometimes out of nowhere. It might be casual, it might seem random, but make no mistake, it's significant. Even if he says something like, "I just wanted to check in," Orient, "I had a weird dream about you." That is not small. That is the soul reaching across space and time to reconnect. Even if the message is short or even awkward, don't dismiss it. Because when the divine masculine begins showing up unexpectedly, it means he can no longer fight the pull. Reunion energy doesn't always start with grand declarations. It often begins with the quiet return. And that moment, no matter how brief, is a window into his readiness. Sign 6. He becomes protective of you. Even if he's quiet, even if he hasn't spoken, even if you're still in separation, you'll feel him watching over you. This isn't possessiveness, it's sacred guardianship. You may feel that when others speak about you, he steps in. Maybe you sense that he's sending energy your way, or he defends you in ways no one sees, on social media, in conversations, or even in your shared spiritual field. You might be surprised by the subtle ways he's looking out for you. That's his soul protecting what's sacred. And yes, even in 5D, your divine masculine is showing up as a silent warrior, guarding your light, your heart, your path. You may not see it with your eyes, but you'll feel it with your heart, because this kind of love is beyond physical. It's timeless, boundless, and fiercely loyal. Sign 7. Universal synchronicities explode. And now, the final, and perhaps most undeniable, sign. The synchronicities go wild. You see 1111, 222, 717, over and over again. You hear his name, his favorite song, you smell his cologne. You dream of him, and it feels more real than waking life. You ask the universe for a sign, and you get it instantly. A feather, a song, a quote, a look-alike, a heart-shaped cloud. It's like the whole universe is winking at you. Why? Because it is. This is when the divine masculine's energy is fully aligning with yours. This is when the veil is thinnest, when the timelines are merging, when the higher self is whispering, "Get ready, reunion is near." And your only job, beloved, is to stay in your knowing. Because these signs, they aren't wishful thinking, they're sacred confirmations. Your souls are aligning, and the final reunion is already being written in the stars. What to do when you feel the shift? All right, beautiful soul, now that you've recognized the signs, now that your heart is whispering, it's close. Something is aligning. You might be asking yourself, okay, what now? What am I supposed to do with all of this? Because here's the truth. This is the part of the journey where many divine feminines get caught in a loop. They sense the shift. They feel the energetic pull of union, but they don't know how to hold it. So today, I want to guide you gently but powerfully through this sacred space. This space between the signs and the manifestation. The space where the energy is ripe but fragile, where your choices truly shape the way union flows in. Here's what to do when you feel that the divine masculine is aligning and reunion is near. Step 1. Ground your energy deeply. Yes, ground. Because even though this journey is spiritual, it also requires embodiment. Don't get lost in the clouds or float too far into future fantasies. Come home to your body. Come home to this moment. Take care of your physical vessel like it's sacred, because it is. Eat nourishing foods, go outside and place your bare feet on the earth. Breathe in deeply. Journal, cry if you need to, because your nervous system holds the key to holding divine love when it comes. When union energy is this close, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Your emotions may spike, your thoughts may spiral, and the urge to do something can become intense. But what your soul really needs is not to do more, but to be more present. Presence is your power, and grounding is how you make space for divine love to anchor itself through you. Step 2. Don't chase, magnetize. Say this with me, love. I am magnetic. I don't chase what is already mine. This is your mantra now, because the energy of chasing repels. It's rooted in fear, fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of being forgotten. But the energy of magnetism, that's divine feminine power in motion. It's rooted in trust, in embodiment, in the knowing that what is for you will never miss you. So if you're tempted to send that desperate text, if you're scrolling through his social media, overthinking every silence, pause, breathe, come back home to yourself. You don't need to chase your divine masculine. Your connection transcends time, space, and ego. Let your energy do the speaking. Let your radiance call him home. And remember, it's not about doing less. It's about being more you, more open, more surrendered to the divine plan. Step 3. Journal every shift and sign. This step is sacred because what you're receiving right now, those dreams, those signs, those inner nudges, they're not random. They're messages, downloads, clues from your higher self and the universe itself. Write it all down. Keep a special journal for your journey. Write the angel numbers you see. Describe the dreams that linger in your spirit. Record the moments you feel your divine masculine's energy, whether it's in a song, a scent, or a sudden wave of emotion. This not only helps you track the patterns, it helps you build trust, because weeks or months from now, when you read back, you'll realize how divinely guided you've been all along. Journaling is a portal to clarity, and sometimes it's through your own words that your soul begins to speak the loudest. Step 4. Affirm your wholeness. Daily. Here's one of the most important truths on this journey. Union doesn't start when he comes back. It starts when you come back to you. So many divine feminines are unconsciously waiting for their masculine to complete them, to validate their worth, to prove the connection was real. But you, beloved, you are already whole. Speak it over yourself every day. I am whole. I am divine. I am love, embodied. The more you align with your own worth, the more your energy becomes a safe and sacred space for true union to land. Because you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So choose to become the embodiment of the love you seek. Let your life overflow with joy, self-trust, purpose, and peace. When your masculine feels that energy, oh, trust me, he will be drawn to it like a flame in the night. Step 5. Stay devoted to your purpose and mission. Let me be real with you. This journey isn't just about romantic love. It's about sacred love that awakens your soul and lights up the world. You were never just meant to sit and wait. You were meant to rise. So what lights your soul up? What mission were you born to live beyond this connection? Whether it's healing others, creating art, leading a movement, nurturing your family, or sharing your voice, your mission is your medicine, and your alignment to your mission is one of the strongest activators for union. Why? Because when the divine feminine starts walking boldly in her purpose, it triggers the divine masculine into awakening and realignment. It sends a clear message to the universe. I am ready to co-create, not codepend. Your life doesn't begin at union. It expands with it. So don't wait to start living. Live now, shine now, serve now, and let reunion be the beautiful result of two souls walking fully in their divine light. You are not just waiting for your divine masculine. You are becoming the woman who can receive him, not from fear, but from power, from softness, from strength, from unconditional love. First, for yourself. So if you've been seeing the signs, if your soul is telling you it's coming, then this is your moment to prepare, not by striving, but by aligning. You've already come so far. And beloved, the reunion you're feeling, it's already unfolding in the higher realms. You're not waiting for it. You're simply walking toward it with grace, with trust, and with the fire of divine love guiding every single step. Take a deep breath with me, beautiful soul. Let it out slowly. And just feel this truth. You are not alone on this journey. Not now. Not ever. Even if your divine masculine is silent. Even if you haven't seen a sign in days. Even if the world tells you to move on and forget. Your soul knows something deeper. It always has. This isn't just a love story. This is a soul contract, written in the stars long before you took your first breath in this lifetime. And yes, it's been hard. Yes, it's stretched you. Yes, it's made you question everything, including yourself. But look at you now. Look at how far you've come. Look at the healing you've done. Look at the strength you've uncovered. The way your heart still chooses love, even through the pain. That is not weakness. That is divine courage. You are not here to chase love. You are here to be love. You are not here to force connection. You are here to hold space for sacred reunion. And the reunion you seek, it is not in the future. It's already happening. In energy, in spirit, in divine timing. So when you feel tired, come back to your breath. When doubt creeps in, come back to your knowing. And when fear whispers, what if this isn't real? You remind yourself, my soul doesn't lie. You didn't come this far just to come this far. You came to remember who you are, to rise in your light, to live your mission fully, and to magnetize the love that already belongs to you on a soul level. So wherever you are in your journey, celebrating, aching, surrendering, or awakening, know that this is a sacred chapter. This is the becoming. And when it's time, when both souls are ready, union will not be delayed, because you're not just attracting a person, you're aligning with a frequency. You're stepping into a love that was always meant to return home to you. If this message stirred something within your soul, if you felt seen, heard, or held, please don't keep it to yourself. Share your journey in the comments. Have you been feeling the shift? Have you seen the signs? Are you going through that final test? Let's hold space for each other, because this path can be lonely, but it was never meant to be walked alone. And if you're new here, welcome to the Lion of God family. Subscribe to join a soul tribe that honors your light, your healing, and your love story. Hit that like button to bless this message into more twin flame timelines. And send this to someone who needs to hear. You're not crazy. You're on the path to divine reunion. Until next time, beautiful soul, keep trusting, keep radiating, and never forget, when you walk in alignment with love, the universe always delivers. This is the Lion of God channel, and your destiny isn't just waiting, it's arriving.